and in today's video we're going to be taking a photo and actually changing the color of the clothing that the model is wearing. Now we're going to use Photoshop to achieve this, and if you're ready, let's just get started. Hi, my name is Khalid, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at how we can take an existing photo and change the color of the clothing that the model is actually wearing. Now, as I said, we're going to be using Photoshop to do this, and before we get started, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as we've noticed that 90% of our viewers are not subscribed, so it does help us out a lot. Just hit that subscribe button while you're here and turn that notification bell on. Now, without further ado, let's just go. So you can see on my screen here, I've got this picture here of this model at the beach. And what I want to do is I want to actually change the color of the yellow clothing that she's actually wearing. Now I'm using Photoshop CC to do this. Now what I'm going to do, there's two ways you can do this. You can actually select the lasso tool and just literally very quickly just rough out, you know, whatever the outline of the clothing that you're selected. Now obviously we're not going to do that, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually click on the quick selection tool, and we're actually going to select, I'm just going to make that brush a little bit higher. And we're actually just going to go ahead and paint around the actual dress itself. Right now, Photoshop is very smart enough to actually select the dress itself. Now obviously what you might find sometimes is you might find some things which get bundled in. So if that does happen, what you want to do is you want to click on the minus button here, or just hold the Option or the Alt key and just deselect it. Now if you find that it's too sensitive, always what you can do is just lower the brush and then just keep brushing, right? There we go. So obviously we can refine this a little later on if we need to, but for now I just want to make a quick rough selection, and that's perfect. So once you have the selection, what you want to do is you want to actually duplicate the layer. So you have a duplicate layer there, and you want to add a layer mask on top of that. So what that basically does now is it's actually layered, or it's actually masked just the dress out for us, right? So after we've done that, the next stage is very simple. We want to actually add a filter for a hue and saturation, and we want to actually click on this button here, which is going to actually clip the mask so it only affects the layer below it. Click on the icon here and make sure you hit colorize, very important. And there you have it. Very quickly, we've already changed the color of our dress for the model, right? So I'm just going to go for a nice little light blue. So obviously what you'll find sometimes, just deselect that, what you find sometimes, you find some sections here or in various places where the mask hasn't actually done its job. So what you want to do now is you want to go back to the layer where the dress is, select the mask itself, click on the brush, and make sure that you have white as the foreground color, because white is visible and black is not. So once we've got that selected, just go ahead and just paint over it. Simple as that. There we go, perfect. So now that the selection is actually a little bit more accurate, you can see here it does look very good already, right? Might just adjust. There we go, and just maybe clean up the edges there, which you can see, which I've just kind of painted over, right? And really that's it. Now obviously you can do some final touches to it. For example, if you can just put like curves on that. I'm going to put a point just about the first crossroad here between the two first diagonal lines, and then just push that up a little bit, right? It just gives it this nice little vintage look at the same time. And the great thing about it is you can change the color of the dress at any point. Now obviously I'm changing the shadow at this moment, but if I select the actual dress color and I change it, it can be absolutely any color. And desaturate that if I wanted to give it like a nice little silver look. There we go. Maybe brighten that up, darken that. I'm actually going to keep it at the blue because I quite like that blue. And yeah, there you have it. It's as simple as that, really. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that like button. It does help us out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already and turn that notification bell on. And if you're still looking for more tutorials in Photoshop or XD, be sure to click on our videos that we have up there and videos down there. And really, I hope you've enjoyed all the content that we're providing, and let us know what you think. Drop a comment. And until the next time, I'm Khalid Mani. Peace.